How then do I know the right person for me?
Okay, how do you know the right person for you? It starts with your conversations, right? What are your values? What are the things that are important to you? What is your belief system? Because that is like almost the essence of anybody. For some people, you hear, oh, honesty, integrity is big for me. For some people, it's family. For some people, it's work. For some people, it's being able to provide for my family. Now, if you had that kind of conversation and we're able to share the values that we both have, we're able to look at the mission that we have in life, because your partners also can either help you get to that mission, or or mess the mission up. Your partners are very, it's not just with business, but the people you spend time with. So what are the mission, what do you think your mission on earth is? Maybe you have a purpose on earth. What is it? What is that purpose? What is your purpose on earth? If one of you is to be killing people, that's your purpose, and the other person is to be mending people, should you be with the person that is killing people? I don't think so. And that's just me using a very, a blanket conversation or statement to say, oh, there's this and there's that. If our values don't align, the vision that we have for our family or our lives don't align. The mission, and it's once again, it's not just an organization that should go through this. I think every human being and every relationship should sit down and have this conversation and see how they align. Now, if you do not align, it doesn't mean that the person is a bad person or a bad match for you. It just means that the person is not the right person for you at that time. Now, you might already be in love with the person. You might want to, that's why you should have these conversations in the beginning before you start to throw in emotions and start to throw in intimacy, because it can actually mess you up. When you go on your first couple of dates, those are the conversations you start to have from the first couple of dates. Oh, I like you, oh, fantastic, let's go on a date. When you sit down, don't go to a restaurant that is so loud and all you people are doing are eating once again, because right now everybody's date is either movies or going to the park or going to eat. Everything has food surrounded in it, or music or drinks or hanging out with friends. Though all those things I think will come, but what about having those conversations that are connected to your soul, right? What do you think about a woman who is a wife, who is a mother, who is a husband, who is a father, who is a man? Just these three questions that they've thrown out there. Some people think that a woman, her only job is to be in the kitchen, like our president said, the other room. That's not, and this woman is thinking, I'm a doctor, I've studied up to my doctorate degree, and I'm with a man who thinks that I shouldn't work. It's in this dating stage that you find that out. You don't wait till you're married for him to then say, oh no, you're not working, and you'll be like, what? You didn't tell me. Well, you didn't ask. So this is the kind of, I think it's at that beginning of a relationship that you sit down and ask this question, because I'm a firm believer that two people cannot work together except they agree. I also made this mistake as well, and I'm not even going to lie. I didn't know the questions to ask when I was going to get married. When I was dating, I didn't know the questions to ask. It was all about, just us spending time with each other and maybe asking a few questions, knowing ourselves, but talking financials, some things we even talked about that I said yes to. I didn't even think about it properly before I said yes to them. I didn't. I said yes to them thinking it will change. And that's another mistake we make. We listen to people and say, don't worry, just let's get into it first. And then later in the relationship, we will change the other person. It doesn't happen that way. And most people will not change except they want to. So I made huge mistakes as well, but I didn't know better. So would I call them mistakes? I still will call them mistakes, because ignorance is not an excuse. There's a lot of information out there. You need to search for the information and apply it to yourself to help you choose right for you. Too many marriages these days are going through a lot of turmoil. And it doesn't mean that, because we align, we will not have challenges. We will. But because we have more things together than separate, it'll be easier for us to have conversations. In our dating phase, we'll ask questions about therapy. Do you believe in therapy? Do you believe in counseling? Should we have one that stays with us whenever we need some clarity on something? Now, if you're with a man who says therapy, that's complete bollocks. Like I am, right? I'm with a man who doesn't believe in therapy, and I'm a therapist. Let us laugh over that a little bit. I'm with a man who doesn't believe in therapy, and I am a therapist. And I'm not only a therapist, I'm a hypnotherapist on top of it. So imagine me living with somebody who thinks what I'm doing is complete bollocks and doesn't believe in it, right? But that's what I do as a profession. Now, of course, because I've gotten over so many things and I've learned so many things, I can live with anybody now. But imagine if I hadn't become a better version of myself, I most likely won't be with the man that I'm with right now. Because I would have said, you know what, you don't even believe in what I do, right? And it would have been a huge mess. So avoid some of the challenges that we didn't know about and get help. You might not be able to do this thing by yourself. I always say, get help. Okay? So choosing for yourself, there's so many questions you need to ask. Get a counselor that can help you know these questions so that you can avoid so many mistakes in future. My name is Adiola Kingsley James, and I've done a beautiful series on relationships, and we've talked single motherhood, we've talked different things in relationships, we talk love and compassion. You need to listen to this series, and send us questions if you want more answers. Yeah, I would love for you to subscribe, please, so that you can get the videos easily and every week. And please also click the notification bell as well, so that you get them as they drop. Okay, have a wonderful day, and I hope this series really does help you. Once again, my name is Adiola. Love and light.